Why?
There's no real reason.
Now, you love long videos. Holy shit.
Well, you know why? I'm playing with the camera to see how long a video I can put on this thing. I found out it only takes a 2 gig video on it at a time that it'll shut down.
Oh.
It's only a 4 gig internal memory. So it'll put 2 gig on there. Then I can turn it on and take another 2 gig if I want. Then download it to the laptop. And
Well, 2 gigs is pretty big then because you made it all the way from over here to Mike's.
Well, it averages,
like
the
about an
longest was
hour
29
away.
minutes long. The average was, well, one was 29 minutes long. Add the extra 10 minutes, 39 minutes to Mike's house. Depending on how fast Scott flies. It's like when he's hungry, he can really fly.
You people just keep driving and driving and driving and driving and driving.
I love playing with the dash cam. You know what I'm hoping for? Somebody has an accident and I get it on video.
Oh my God.
As long as I don't get hurt. That'd be cool. Or, if it had been that time when Scott didn't put his seatbelt on, or took it off and got busted for that, that I would have laughed my ass off on. That would have been that would have been a fantastic video. And I wasn't in the car when he did get stopped that very same night. Okay, he didn't get in trouble, true. Getting a little glare off that over there. He didn't get in trouble, but still it would have been fun. And it's only a matter of time because he does it to bust my balls. He knows I'm going to say something. So he takes the seatbelt about 2 miles from Mike's house. Click, what are you doing, Scott? He noticed. You know? Okay. All right. Woo! Uh-oh, Scott. You know there's a lot of cops in Mike's neighborhood. They're all over the place over there, everywhere. You know, and town cops, Dutchess, whatever, they'll get them. Just like you.
Why me?
Well, they got you going through the stop sign.
But I didn't go through the stop sign. I told you
You still got a ticket for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott got away with it, but not you.
I know. That's not nice.
You know, cops can tell.
What?
Just by looking at you, they can tell
Tell what?
if you're a miscreant or not.
I'm not!
Well, okay, how many times you been arrested? The very fact that question requires long thought.
No. I think only the one time with the flag lady.
You got arrested for the flag lady. I know you got 2 DUI
No,
arrests.
one. Oh, and that I had a bone to pick with you about. You're telling Scott that I got a DUI. It's like, this is like my 3rd one already. I had 1.
That's one more than most people have. So you have 2 arrests.
No, I don't know if that was a technical arrest.
Of course it was. They brought you to the police station, didn't they?
Yeah.
They gave you a summons, didn't they? You had to go to court, didn't you?
Yeah.
You were arrested.
All right,
That's
so
twice.
2. Then.
That we know about.
No, that was it.
I could swear there was another time too.
No.
What was the time you and Billy got stopped?
Right down the street from the house.
Yeah.
On Tilly Foster, but they let us go. Thank God.
That would have been funny as hell if you got busted there.
Why?
Well, you were drunk driving.
But I was almost home.
Almost home. It doesn't count. You drove all the way there.
Yeah.
They didn't even breathalyze you.
I know.
Was it a deputy
God.
sheriff or a state trooper?
No, I think he was from Carmel.
Carmel cop. They have no jurisdiction there.
Or whatever,
Must have been a deputy.
I guess.
Oh, boy, I wish I'd been there to see that.
Why?
I'd have gone up his ass like a charge of red pepper. So what the hell are you doing? These people are known alcoholics. They're drunk.
Stop!
They're in a car.
That's me!
And they're driving drunk through my neighborhood.
But we're friends.
I don't give a shit. You might run me over. You almost did run me over.
But I didn't.
By a quarter of an inch.
Well, you shouldn't have been walking there.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know the side of the road was only for special people. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'd have had you busted on the spot.
That's mean.
Officer, that woman sells drugs in this neighborhood. You should search that car.
I do not.
I would have said it anyway.
Why?
Well, if I was filming, I'd have wanted something good for the camera.
No, that's mean.
You getting dragged out of the car, assuming
I got
the...
dry skin.
I know, assuming the position on the side of the car there, getting
I
patted
got
down.
dry skin too. Look.
It's wintertime. Everything's dry.
No, but even in the summer, I always have.
So get moisturizer.
Well, this might be because like I do the dishes all the time at Subway.
Well, I wash my hands about 15 times a day when I'm working in the shop, so...
Yeah, but not all the way up here.
All the way up there, my arms get dirty. That's what real people who do real work have that problem.
Well, I do real work. I wash
You
dishes.
have
I
been
just
wool
told you.
gathering at home, gold bricking it, gold bricking it at home for 2 weeks for
I had
eye surgery.
surgery.
You had eye corrective surgery. You did not have major surgery that involved removal of internal organs.
No, but I wasn't supposed to lift heavy objects or anything. If I
Mrs.
went
Brady
to
has
work-
an excuse.
If I went to work, I would have had to pick up heavy things and stuff. So
Ay, ay, ay. You gotta be kidding me.
what?
You didn't want to work. That's all there was to it. And I heard you say, well, I didn't want to go to work. I wanted to stay home.
I was told by my eye doctor.
I got to go back to work tomorrow. It sucks.
Well,
I've been off for 2 weeks.
But at the same time, I was told by my eye doctor to take the 2 weeks off. So.
Amazing.
What?
Utterly amazing. Are they paying you for this 2 weeks?
No.
Where are you getting money from?
When I go back to work.
So what are you doing for money now?
I have money in the bank.
Oh, you're living out of Billy's pocket again. That's what you're doing.
Stop that!
I know that's what you're doing.
Bullshit.
Give the man his credit. He's supporting you. You should bake him a cake or something, and not one adulterated or anything like that. A nice one. Poor guy has to work his
never
ass
do
off.
things like that, like put hot sauce in cakes or anything like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Why would I?
I know somebody put ants in cake once.
Stop
Let me tell you something. The U.S. Department of Agriculture, their
Yeah, I
own
know.
regulation state, there was an acceptable number
Disgusting.
of per million units. There's an acceptable amount of bug parts
I know,
that can
it's
be ingrained.
disgusting.
They cannot keep them out of it. They're going to be in there no matter what you do. You can't keep bugs out of food. And ants are the most common bug there is.
I know. They're going to take over the world one day.
Look, 99.9% of them are perfectly harmless. They don't do anything. They do their little
They
thing.
annoy me.
They eat wood. They eat sugar.
They come into your house and, like,
Yeah, you know what?
invade.
Well, if you weren't a slob with the snacks around the house, dribbling stuff everywhere you go, there wouldn't be ants in the house.
wasn't.
Well, Billy did it? That what you're trying to say?
We didn't.
Well, they
This
found
is-
food somewhere.
This was last year when everybody had them.
Oh, I see.
That was that big year. With them.
I didn't
See?
have any ants.
Last year was the year that they were going to invade the earth.
I didn't have any ants.
You had to have.
Not a one.
Bullshit. Everybody had them.
I don't think Mike had any ants. I can ask him, but I don't think so.
Even Mr. Kaplan and the other neighbors had
I didn't hear the old man complaining about any ants. I know Mrs. Brady didn't have any ants. I know Diane definitely didn't have any ants.
Had to.
Brandon didn't have any ants.
Had to. Everybody did. Everybody had them last year. Everybody was going crazy buying Raid and everything else.
Well, the thing of it is, if there's nothing for an ant to eat, they're not attracted. They won't go there. That's the only thing that motivates an ant is food. They'll go along until they find food, then they'll summon a whole hive or whatever to get it. There's nothing for them to eat at my place. I'm very careful about what I dribble around, and I don't eat that much at home anyway. So there's not a lot for them there to get. And I don't have any kind of sugary snacks anymore either. There's no cookies, there's no candy, there's no shit in the house. And that's what attracts them. You, on the other hand, that's a staple of your diet.
But not anymore. I'm trying to eat healthy now.
Well, for today, tomorrow.
No.
Wait a minute. I just saw you in that
But that
store
was just that.
stuffing your face with enough cake to choke a 9-year-old.
It was not. I had 2 little pieces, 2 little squares.
They were huge.
They were this big.
The size of an ordinary piece
This
of
big.
birthday
Look,
cake.
this big. They were not the size of a
You better
birthday cake.
You better get your vision checked. They were a lot bigger than that.
Bullshit.
It took you like 10 minutes just to eat it.
It did not. They're 2 little squares that big.
And that's what I saw
They were
you eating.
samples in ShopRite. What do you
Wow,
think that they're really
came
going to give
close.
you?
That old lady almost crashed right into that blue car. Missed it by inches.
Did you
Damn.
have that on video?
No, I wasn't. She didn't hit it. Although I spun the camera around to look if she had. You never been like that. That minivan came so close. I would have sold the video to the guy whose car got hit. Hey, mister, I can ID who hit your car and I got video. What's it worth to you? Driving while elderly.
Couldn't they just subpoena you to give it to them?
Nope.
Really?
They have to know I have it.
Yeah, but if you told them that you had it, couldn't they like go to the cops and say this guy said that he had video?
Could. And I can say, what the hell? I don't know this guy. What's he talking about? Never seen this guy before in my life. I think he's a little strange. You know, one of them people. Next to be saying he took the Lindbergh baby, you know? Unbelievable. So that's why there's no ants in my place.
I don't believe you. Maybe not now, but I think last year there had to have been because they were everywhere. They were just invading.
You know
last year.
something?
Because because what happened was, you know how it always rains in April?
Yeah.
It didn't rain in April. It rained in May when it was hotter, and it became like a tropical rainforest for them. And they all came charging up.
Oh, I see. I don't remember seeing any kind of influx of ants around the yard.
There were.
In fact, if I had to say anything, I said less ants last year than I've seen in a long time.
Bullshit.
Well, you know, I raise ants.
Stop!
I cultivate them.
Stop!
I got an ant farm the size of the Hilton Hotel. Huge.
Stop!
And I didn't see any big influx of ants in there. Just normal amounts.
Stop it!
What?
I'm getting itchy.
Oh, they're just ants. Millions
Stop!
and millions. Millions and millions and millions of ants. I'm not even talking about ones on you. Just ones that... Jesus Christ. What's the matter with you?
Stop!
Imaginary ants bother you now?
I get itchy just thinking about them.
How are they going to do any... Oh, you got to see a movie called Them. You ever see that movie?
No, I've heard about it though.
What's it about?
I don't want to see it.
What's it about?
Ants.
What kind of ants? What do they do?
I don't know.
You don't even know.
I don't care. They're ants.
Oh, okay.
They take over the earth, don't they?
No, they don't. Shows you haven't seen the movie.
One day they're gonna take over the earth.
Really?
Yeah.
You really want to go on YouTube with that?
They are though.
You sure? I'm just saying.
What? They already outnumber us by like millions.
They're going to take over the world.
They are. Ants one day are going to take over the world.
Uh-huh.
Because they already outnumber us by millions.
Uh-huh.
And they work together and they do things and...
Really?
Stop it!
And how big is the biggest ant?
I don't know, like that big. But
Uh-huh.
if
How
they
big
all
are you?
get together, if they all get together and they like make a chain and stuff, then they're big.
Uh-huh. Really?
Yes.
And you learned this where?
I've seen it on like PBS and stuff, how they work together.
You saw
and stuff.
ants taking over the world on PBS.
No, not taking over the world, but like I saw how they work together and like to go from a branch to another branch, they get together and they lock feet or whatever they lock and they make like a bridge and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And then they can get really big. And that's how they're going to take over the world.
Really? Mm-hmm. You have any more predictions you'd like to share with us?
What is it?
That's it. And how much have you had to drink today?
Nothing!
Smoke.
Nothing!
Pop.
Nothing.
Really? Okay.
I don't do that
Just wanted to clear that up.
I don't do that.
Anymore.
I don't do that.
Anymore. Tell the truth, because you've already on video saying otherwise. Anymore.
No, I don't smoke pot anymore.
Really?
Since the 80s.
Uh-huh. I didn't know the 90s were the 80s.
I did not do it in the 90s.
What were you doing in the 90s?
Nothing, just drinking.
Oh, you were drinking in the 90s. You're drinking, huh? Yeah. You would have to be drinking for some of the things you did, yeah.
What I did?
What was that story about that disgusting old man drinking shots out of your belly button?
That wasn't even then. That was like later.
Oh, really? Really? Would you like to share the story?
No.
You already did. Man, this is going to be a pretty good video.
Stop it.
Unbelievable. Or the time you passed out in the men's room floor?
I did not.
Then where did you pass out?
I did not pass out at all. What happened was, okay, you want that story too, I guess. All right. Me and Billy went out to this bar that we always went to over in Mayapack. It was called the Front Row. Now it's the Clada. Anyway, so we went there and we used to know everybody there and everything. So, and one of our friends who was used to drinking shots of like tequila and stuff asked if I wanted to do a shot with her. And she was doing one and it looked like fun because like you put the salt there and you take the shot and then you do the lemon thing. So I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do one. Why not? So I had one shot, absolutely one shot. And everything started spinning around. So I went into the ladies' bathroom and I was sitting on the bowl for a while, and then I got up from there because everything's still spinning, and I was in the sink holding on for dear life like this with everything spinning around, and finally Billy came in and got me.
And you puked in the sink?
No, I didn't puke anywhere, actually.
You puked outside next to the car?
Nope.
You puked somewhere?
No, I didn't puke anywhere. Just everything
And what
was
about the
spinning
concert
around.
or whatever?
What concert?
I don't know, you went to some concert and you passed out there? Some story Billy told.
No.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember the details on it. He might have told me on camera. I got to check.
I never passed out at a concert. Unless he might be talking about the time over at Keen's.
I don't know.
It wasn't a concert, though.
Whatever it was.
It was a bar. And this is when I was a kid, like 16 or something.
Really? Spent a lot of time in bars when you were a kid, huh?
Well, no, I had dated him before we got married, like years and years and years ago, when I was still with my ex. And then I met him and I started, like, kind of seeing him. And then we used to go to bars because he always went to bars. And so they knew him, so they used to let me in. And then I got really drunk this one time, and then I was up at the car, and then I got out, like, to throw up or something, and I went into the weeds. And then I was, like, passed out there for a while, and then he went back inside and drank more. And then came out and got me.
So let me get this straight. You were stepping out on your fiance with Billy.
At that time, he was my boyfriend. He wasn't my fiance, but go on.
Oh, you were stepping out on your boyfriend with Billy when you were 16. And he was like 40.
No, he wasn't 40 then.
Had to be close to it.
No, he was like 20.
He brought you to a bar where somebody served you alcohol. Big mistake that was. And you stumbled outside to puke all over the place in the bushes where you passed out your own puke and he had to come get you.
I didn't pass out in my own puke.
Somebody else's puke.
No. I puked somewhere else and then I went into the woods or something and then I like
Nice.
went down there.
And he
I
left you
tried to
there.
pass out. Yeah. Well, I think he forgot I was there because he said he'd be right back and he went inside.
Why were you stepping out on poor Fat Joe?
Because I met him and he seemed more exciting.
Getting loaded at the bar is more exciting. Yeah, okay. So what did poor Fat Joe think of this?
He didn't know.
Oh, he didn't know. He will now if he watches YouTube.
Well, now it doesn't really matter. I'm not with him.
Obviously, good for him, huh?
Shut up!
I'm just saying. Yeah. Damn good thing for him. Unfaithful. Well, no.
I am not!
Wait, you just told the whole world you are.
Back then. I
Back.
was a
Yeah,
kid.
okay. All right.
For God's sakes.
Yeah, that's a good excuse.
I was a
breaking
kid.
poor Fat Joe's heart.
He didn't even know about
He
it.
was probably crying and everything.
Oh, please.
You're right. He was probably throwing a party.
Shut the fuck up.
I know. I would. Oh, nice with the language. Nice with the language. This is a family channel.
Stop!
I'm not the one that said it. Filthy mouth.